We just got back to pickled herring after almost 4 weeks in Norway. Annalene is here too. And we're gonna sail from Puerto Rico, here San Juan, to the US Virgin Islands. And I'm glad the boat's here because I left it for 4 weeks on the anchor, but we had 2 anchors, so I hadn't moved at all. I saved over like almost $2,000 by doing that. I think it was worth the risk. Now the difficult job is gonna be getting these anchors up because they've twisted around a bunch, I'm sure. And also, that anchor was stuck even before I left, which I thought was good. But now that means I probably gotta dive down 35 feet, I think, to pick it up, so that's gonna be a challenge. I think last we left off, I was trying to pull the anchors up.
Exactly.
So our anchor is underneath this guy's. He's got 2 anchors. I free dived a bunch underneath there. I used all the air in my little mini scuba tank, and I still couldn't get it. We need to get a big scuba tank so I can dig it out.
We tried to get that.
Yeah, so it was like 4 hours of effort, maybe.
Yeah, at least, yeah.
Including like going back to the scuba place. So our solution is to go get dinner and try again tomorrow when the scuba place wouldn't run us a tank because we've got some weird policy. We were too late in the afternoon. The saga continues. Day number 2 trying to get the anchor. We went and ran a scuba tank, but they didn't have DIN tanks, and my scuba stuff uses the DIN adapter. So I do have a DIN to mini tank filler, so I'm just gonna fill the mini tank off of the big tank so I can, I don't know, we'll just have to keep doing trips up and down. But at least I should get a few good fills out of this hopefully. Okay, anchor is up and we are sailing. Only took a little over 24 hours. First the anchor was underneath a chain, and then it was caught on a chain, and then it was tied around a rope that was stuck to the bottom. So I had to get it unstuck 3 times. So we are sailing around this corner here, and you can see the old town San Juan up here. And we're gonna anchor the boat in that anchorage there, go for a swim before we head on out. We can prepare the boat for the probably kind of rough offshore conditions. We're gonna have to beat upwind to make it to the northeast side of the island. Oh yeah, looks like it. Annalene found a starfish. And she's taking some pictures. I got the sail up with the second reef. We're feeding directly upwind. So, after a few hours of this, we have both agreed this is not any fun. We're just gonna head back to San Juan and we'll take the ferry over. Because it'll be 3 more days of this just beating up wind. It's just pounding, so uncomfortable. At least we gave it a try. Well, 4 hours of sailing just to end up back where we started. But at least we don't have to do 3 more days worth of that. Today is wing foiling lessons. We're teaching Annalene how to wing foil. She's made a little progress, and I'm just chasing after her in the sailboat. With the sails down, we drift downwind about the same speed, so it's actually working pretty good. We just got back from exploring the city tonight a little bit, and I got just a message that there's a tsunami warning advisory from Honduras. There's a earthquake, a 7.2 magnitude earthquake, and Puerto Rico has a tsunami advisory. I'm hoping since we're on the northeast side of the island and the waves should come from the other side, I think we'll be okay. We'll see though. It's one hit in 20 minutes. We'll keep you updated. You saw it here first on Home Sailing.
5 minutes until it hits. Maybe this is the beginning. It's starting to wobble around.
Is there anything you want to say before it hits? Anything you have to get off your chest?
No. I have nothing. I'm ready.
Me too. Bring it on.
Yeah.
No regrets.
No regrets, exactly.
This is my first tsunami.
Mine too.
And I'm glad that I get to experience it with you, Adeline.
Me too.
I guess it was kind of anticlimactic. They just came on the radio and said our tsunami advisory has just been canceled.
It's canceled, yeah. That was it.
Are you relieved or disappointed?
I think it's good that it wasn't anything we had to get off the boat for.
Yeah. Because I wasn't going to get off the boat for anything.
So that would be a problem.
Yeah. We're at the Safe Harbor Marina in Fiardo to look at another catamaran. This is a Leopard 47.
Yes, right? 2003 it was.
It's a little older, but bigger than what we're looking for. But good to see everything, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe it'll speak to us.
Look at that big fish.
This is a very large marina. Zoom out on all these boats. Wow. It was also very expensive when I got a quote there. There it is. U-turn. Oh, I guess I didn't film any pictures inside, but we did go inside and it didn't really speak to us. There was a lot of work it needed and a lot of water damage from things. Alright, we got the local dish mofongo. So it's like a plantain or banana.
Yeah, that weird little banana thing.
Mm-hmm. And chicken or whatever meat you want.
It's really good.
Tastes almost like a sweet potato. So since the winds going against us kind of ruined our sailing trip, we just drove to the other side of the island and got this kind of interesting Airbnb with the outdoor kitchen. Now we found this beach. It's a state forest or something. And we're gonna go snorkel and see if there's a reef to be found.
It should be out here.
Let's get those goggles on.
The googles, yes. This would be a good place to have like a cooking channel.
Yeah. It looks like a cooking channel right now.
Sorry. This is the first one with spinach and cheese. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
There it goes.
Oh, here it goes.
It's doing something.
Laugh if it's not like this.
Maybe flip this one. So then we took the ferry to Culebra Island, which is one of the places we might have sailed to if our sailing had worked out. We just took the ferry to Culebra, and we're going to go to Flamingo Beach and maybe another beach to do some swimming and snorkeling and see the island. I wonder how these tanks got here. They're full of plastic bottles and beer cans. Super. Pretty cool.
Oh my god.
I think your rowing skills are excellent. Second to none.
I learned from the best.
We do one oar that way and one oar this way, so whichever way you're going, one is always the
Wrong.
correct way. Yes, this is a glass half full, glass half empty thing.
Yeah.
So this is the governor's mansion here,
He's visiting.
which we anchor outside because we're good friends with him. We had dinner with him last night and his wife.
Huh?
We go way back
Oh, we go way
together. They made a casserole.
Oh, there they are. They're out there.
So I fell asleep and not only cut off all my hair, but now I finally agreed to go to the botanical garden with her so she wouldn't do anything else to me.
There it goes. Oh, what's that over there? Is that something?
So we're finding these big clumps of like mud or dirt up there, and then these veins look like maybe ants are building nests, but they have these like mud tunnels or something. Very interesting. So after a couple days rest, we're back at the boat, and Annalene is making much better progress at the wing foil today. I'm just chasing her on the sailboat. Oh. Alright, we're towing her back for another run. Yeah, look good, looks good. Annalene Peppercini has found my peppercini collection.
It's so good. But you have to try it with cream cheese. Try this. This is something I made.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that. Mmm. Mmm.
Right?
Very good.
But yeah.
And then we went to the rainforest area to do some more hiking. And we even saw a mongoose right there. And then an hour later, there was a second mongoose. 2 mongooses. Apparently these can have rabies though, so don't get too close. Stay away, mongoose. You could have rabies. That's what the sign said. Oh, it keeps going. Oh, it goes higher. We're almost to the top. This is the top. We did it.
Isn't it possible to go like?
We made it to the Mario Tower. Probably when we get to that tower, that might be a good view of Puerto Rico. We should stop. And then we went to a cave, Cueva Ventana, the window cave. It was a pretty cool cave. There was flow stones, that's a flow stone, and then there's the holes with bats in it, and petroglyphs, kind of ancient carvings by the inhabitants of the island long ago. There's another one, kind of cool, and more bats in the ceiling. We had to have a guide show us around this cave. We had to pay. It was kind of expensive, but it was a pretty cool cave. And then at the end there was the big window view looking out. Very cool. Well, thanks for watching. This trip wasn't exactly what we had planned, you know. We were hoping to sail out to the Virgin Islands, and we just try to make the most of it. You know, sometimes the weather doesn't work out. That's the nature of sailing, and sailing to a schedule especially. You know, Annalene could only get a few weeks off of work that time. But we did the most of it and tried to go on some fun adventures anyway. So things have been developing a little bit. Lots been going on. I've been a little bit behind on the video because of it. So we have picked out the catamaran we want to get. and that means pickled herring is going to be for sale in Fort Myers. So I'll put the link in the description for the listing, and if you're interested, you can send me an email at samholmessailing@gmail.com. I'll see you again next time. And also in the next video, we're going to be sailing, well, it'll be just me solo again. We'll be sailing to the Virgin Islands, and we'll kind of start showing our path to finding the catamaran. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.